A lot of people don't believe it, but we use each other. I want you to use me. I want to serve. The only time that you're not going to want to be used is when you're not gifting the people with your passion and your purpose. See, if you find your passion, your purpose, you don't mind being used. Use me. I'm good at this. I want to give you this. I want to see that I have an effect on the planet. I want to infect the planet with my gift. Whether you like this or not, every relationship you have will be a use relationship. You use Kevin, Kevin uses you. But what a beautiful situation that is. When you understand that, and when somebody actually has something that you want. You know, so often couples are pinned against each other.
Because of expectations.
Yes, and I give more than you give me.
You got to give without expectation. That's the best way to give.
I give without expectation. There's nobody that can say that I'm any other way but that. I will do it. And that person who isn't ready for it, I'm not going to judge them and think they just disrespected me. That is the stupidest thing you'll ever do. You just think that they needed that, and guess what? At the time, even if they did need it, they're not ready for it. Their vibration isn't high enough to accept it, even though you believe it was a gift for them. But if you do that, you keep on doing that, you keep on doing that, guess what? One day it just happens. And guess what happens here? You want to know something that happens? And I hear this all the time. You know, Dr. Wolf, I told my husband 20,000 times the same thing that you're telling me. He never listens to me. He only listens to a man. And I go, stop that. If it wasn't for you doing it the 20,000 times, it would have never happened. It's teamwork. You did all the work. I get all the credit. And understand something. When people are not changing as fast as you want them to, what you need to truly understand. Everybody's phone should have been in airplane mode when they came in here. Maybe you want to take it for a walk if you can't turn it off. Okay? All right. So you want it on airplane mode, not because it just rang. How many antennas do we need in here? Seriously.
The 3 right here.
That's it. And then when we're done here, they've got to go on airplane mode. So understand something. When you're actually caring and loving for someone and they're not ready, if you aren't patient, you become a patient. You become sick. When they're not ready, you have patience and love. And guess what? And if you find that it's not working at all, mind your own business. Mind your own business, everyone.
Because if you're not, you're creating stress for yourself, and that is, believe it or not, is making you sick on a physical level.
How does it feel when you've got, your children, and they're on the street, they're doing drugs? How does that feel? Well, I had 2 of them. Now you can say, well, he can't be that good. He's not a whole life coach if he can't. Yeah, really? You don't think the world infects and affects? You don't think so? If I had to do it all over again, we'd be in the country so far. But, that's not the way it is. I lived in Kelowna, British Columbia, and it's a beautiful valley in Canada, and it is full of drugs, just full of drugs. No teenager escapes. And also, if I had bigger balls when I was married, I would have put the law down. The woman I was married to didn't realize it, but she was a bloody terrorist. And I allowed it because the good husband, right? for richer or poor, in sickness and in health. To death do us part. Who wrote that? I should have been protecting my children even more. So I don't have guilt about it, but you understand that. So the reality is this. Even when I wanted for my children and they were in the darkness, I just had to hold the faith or make myself sick. I was on call, and you know it. When you're connected to yourself, I was in Nepal in the mountains climbing. And then I went from there and I went to a Buddhist temple. And I was doing a 30-day silent retreat. And by the 10th day, I couldn't stay. And I said, I got to leave. And I told the monk, I got to go. And he goes, no, this is your monkey mind, Daryl. Go back. And I go, okay, fine. An hour later, I come back at him. And I go, no, there's more to it. I got to leave. And then he goes, no, you go back. So I went back and it wasn't more than 10 minutes. And I just came to him and I said, I don't think you know what you're talking about. There's something going on here and I got to leave. And I said to him, I'd like to leave a donation, right? And he said, well, you can bring a donation back next time when you feel like you can follow through. And I didn't get angry. I just went, okay. I got into the bus, went down the mountain, got to the bottom, and find out that my daughter went off the rails. I took the next plane out of Nepal and flew back to Canada. So when the time is right, there'll be no fight. Nobody's coming to save us. And nobody was going to save me from the pain I felt. So I had to love myself and wait for the right moment. The right moment to fly in. Learn to fly. First, love yourself. That's the only thing you can do. And then when you're needed, put your hand on your heart and you will know. Don't let your head tell you. Because if you go in too early and you pull them out of the fire until they feel the burn enough, they're not going to stay out of the fire.
There's no motivation to change.
So the reality is yes, you may know better, but you don't know better if you're trying to push this down someone's throat. But I love you. Love is not enough.
You become a terrorist to that individual if you're trying to push what you feel is best for them. They have to feel that it is what's best for them. Otherwise, change only happens when it comes from within.
And don't think that I'm sitting here telling you that I was the greatest father in the world. I'm just trying to tell you that you know what's wrong and you know what's right. And you know when you have to intervene. So what we're going to do is, we're on day 6, right?
Yep.
Of the Whole Life Coach?
Day 6.
Yep. So we're going to have those people who would like to come up and just talk about how they felt before they came, how they feel right now, and maybe, what is it they want? What is it you want? Because you can have anything you want. They tell you you can't, You will eat bugs and be happy. So you need to decide if that's what makes you happy. But for me, I'm going to mind my own business. Nobody's ever going to tell me what to do. There is no higher power on this planet. I answer to one source, and that's my Creator. And I answer to nobody else and nothing else, and I never will. And I'm putting this all out to you psychos. I am not scared of them. And I'm not doing this because I want to fight with them or challenge them. They're scared of us. Unconditional love is the only protection you're going to have. When somebody asks you to do something that's totally stupid, and you do it, that makes you totally
stupid.
Let's don't get stupefied on this next round.
No.
Okay? All right? So I'm going to, you stay, Alicia.
Okay.
And I'll move over where I'm sitting, and then they'll come in this way, and then after they're done, they'll go out this way, and we just keep on filing. And maybe there's only 4 on the floor. I don't know. We'll find out. Move over, Alicia, to my spot.
Oh, it's short here.
Hey, it's us again. Look
Hey,
at that.
hey, it's us
Hey,
again.
sister.
Hey.
It's an honor to be growing and doing life with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've just had my pineal gland cell sonicked.
Opened.
Wow.
Nice.
And I can feel this like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like my whole world is spinning.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, knocking the calcium off
It
the
is.
pineal gland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I just need to go and sit by the beach and just breathe, and I'll do that a little bit later. Yeah, but what really came through over the last hour since that's happened is this realization that what we suppress actually suppresses us.
Mm-hmm. Suppresses our light.
Our light, our life force, our connection with our divine purpose and our passion and the gift that we are here to give to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And for such a long time, I've been living in a self-imposed prison. And all the stories, all the experiences from my childhood, I've just really blamed everything on that. And this incredible sense of freedom, of really finding my authentic self. And I'm very committed, and my passion and my purpose and my gift in this lifetime is to connect with other beautiful souls to find this sense of really freedom within and what it means to be human. And we're so disconnected from our own nature and our own humanity, and unless we connect with that, then we can't love ourselves first and foremost and connect with our authentic self. And I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars working on myself and working so damn hard, but in the struggle, in the fight, just stayed really. Having had this beautiful gift over the last 6 days of really my heart, my passion and purpose, and for the first time really feeling in every present moment, most beautiful, magnificent feeling.
Right?
Yeah.
You get to peel away the self-limiting
Exactly right.
beliefs and truly get to see yourself and fall in love with yourself for the first time. And that's, I believe that's what we're here to do, to fall in love with ourselves, because only then can we share love with others.
Yes. And the beautiful thing is that my partner Kevin, my husband Kevin, is actually here. He will speak next. And we are on day 5 or 6 of the
Day 6.
Well, we're on the day 5 of the couples connection.
Oh, you guys are.
And
Nice.
last night we were sort of quite exhausted into bed, and I said, Kevin, can we turn the light on? We can't miss a day. And our eyes connected, our hearts connected, and our whole beings are starting to really connect. And I just thanked him for, how grateful I am to be on this journey together with him. And he actually said it was really fun.
Beautiful.
How beautiful is that?
Very beautiful.
Yeah, so I feel so, when we met each other 7 years ago, we were two wounded souls, kind of on the same, he'd done a lot of the same personal development and the same things, and he ate the same things, but it was like two wounds coming together, and then we clung onto each other like sucking off each other's nipples. And that didn't work very long, it didn't work very long. And after a while, sort of all our wounds became very raw, and then we actually started to sort of buff up against each other, and it became this competition for my love and your love, and the unconditional love became very conditional, and we were kind of falling apart.
Becomes exhausting because, again, you're searching outside of yourself to be filled up.
Yes.
Rather than centering in the self.
Yeah. And as I find my strength and my authentic self and really settle within myself, my own divinity of who I am, I have just been able to just let all of that go and really meet him in the spirit of my divine feminine, rather than sort of the masculine, having to fix everything and just even being strong for him. And that, as a woman, is just a beautiful, beautiful experience. Yeah, so I'm so grateful to have experienced the last 6 days and also to witness all you incredible souls growing and shedding and transforming. And, as a new world practitioner, we are really paving new ground in the new world. And we're not doing that through fighting and resisting and pulling the bastards back, but we're actually doing that by finding ourselves.
Yeah, and then you hear each person here when they speak, you actually learn a lot about yourself. It gives you more perspective, and you can go, oh, I see how this happened this way, and then you can turn a victim story into a hero story.
And it also really makes us realize that we are all connected and we are all one. And what we see in the others is inside us. And through that ripple effect of coming home to ourselves, deeply falling in love with ourselves, we are going to heal our bodies, our energetic field, and we're actually going to heal the planet.
Yeah, all while being conscious of the energy we set in motion through our emotions. Yeah.
So it's a beautiful love affair within, and then all this love, because we're now pouring from a cup that is overflowing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Beautiful. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Good.
I got this. Yeah, look, I think 2023's been my year of discovering myself. I've been running programs. It's just amazing. I look at stuff that I've picked up from my father, and my kids have programmed themselves by looking at me. It's just incredible how we pass these things on from generation to generation, and we've got it wrong. And Daryl's teaching has taught us to look within and love ourselves. I've never loved myself all my life. I've never loved myself. Maybe before I was 5 years old or so. Perhaps I did. I saw some old movies. My father passed away a few months ago, and my brothers made up these old Super 8 movies, and I see this little boy with blonde-haired, curly, white hair just about, and I was full of confidence. And we were on the farm, and I was doing all these things and jumping on cows and riding them and all sorts of things, crazy stuff. I'm a bit fearless. And I lost all that, and now I'm getting it back, and I haven't got it 100% yet. It's a lot of work, and you have to keep working on yourself. And I see all these beautiful people, and we're all here for the same reason. And what I would like to see, a big thing too, I guess, looking around, there's 6 guys. You people are saying that Daryl's saw women. There's 6 guys here. He must be rounding the guys up now too, I think. But yeah, so watch out.
The men with courage are here. The men with the courage to look within and be like, you know what? I can be vulnerable with myself and really connect with myself instead of putting this hard.
Yeah, this big ego bullshit that everyone's sort of got. And it's let it out, and it's just beautiful. And these guys, we'll give each other hugs, and I'm married, I've got a beautiful wife, I'm so blessed. So, but it's so good to see guys opening up with each other, and it's something that we need to do, and all these programs that that we're running, and it's just something that we've got to lose and get back within our hearts and love ourselves. And you see all this damage that we're doing to our kids, and Tora and I have been working really hard because we can see that our kids are seeing what's going on, and we're affecting them. And now it's the other way. Like having Grace here, she's just amazing. And if you let your kids be and learn and watch them and love them, and it changes your world, and then you feel good, even better with yourself. So, I think it's such a fantastic thing that we're learning to let go and learn. Yeah, I think there's nothing there's no, you know, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on all this other outside help, and I mean, maybe it works for some people, but it hasn't worked for me. It worked for me at all. You know, I've been right through psychologists, psychiatrists, antidepressants, all that stuff. It's just bullshit.
Your
I
coconut,
feel it's
yeah, your
bullshit.
coconut
Yeah.
gets cracked here in a
Yeah,
different,
that's
different
right.
way.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But in the most powerful way.
yeah, I mean, there's a place for all that stuff for sure, but the real healing has got to come within, and we got to learn to love ourselves, and it's a journey, and it's a lot of work, and it's never ending. I mean, you know, I don't read the papers, or I do to see what crap's been fed to us, but sometimes I might buy once a week just to see what, a bit of a laugh, but yeah, all this stuff, this programs that they're trying to run with us, and that, just don't listen to it, listen to yourself. And I think that's something with me is I never learnt to trust my gut. And there's been so many things in my life that if I had trusted that first gut feeling, yeah, totally different. I mean, I think the best gut feeling is when I first met Tora. I trusted my guts then. It's the best thing I've ever done, I think, in my life. So she's been strong. She's put up with all my shit. And yeah, I'm getting rid of it. So yeah, it's the world's a beautiful place. Don't take up all this negative stuff and be looking at you know, all the negative shit that's put there to keep you down.
The
Don't
false
even listen
evidence.
to it. Yeah, that's
The
right.
false evidence.
Yeah.
That just appears real. And
All
then we
these-
give it power with our attention.
Yeah, stories, they just keep running, and if you read all that crap and believe it, you know, I'd like to say a lot more, but yeah, it's, you got to trust your gut and have a think, is that real or is it bullshit? Because I think the papers and media and all that sort of stuff, most of it's bullshit.
It's there to
So,
distract you.
Yeah.
It's there to
You
distract
know,
you.
this world's just amazing, and the people are beautiful. You know, don't run off track. Keep working on it. It's a journey. I've got a long way to go, but yeah, my nut's been cracked, and I'm going to keep working on it. Yeah, and then my boys and the girls are all going to follow us and think, well, it's worked for him. Let's give it a go, and that's what we've got to do. Love our kids, but love ourselves. Number one, love yourself first, and it'll all get easy.
Yeah. So your
yeah.
kids have that example to follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And-
where change
And
begins.
my family went the other way. I'm the black sheep. Dora's the black sheep. Well, I don't know if we're black or white. We might be white sheep. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's the thing. You don't need to make people do things. Let them watch. Let them see what you do. And kids will learn the good things, not the bad things. So, yeah. No. All right. See you, everyone.
Hello. Hey. Hello, guys. Michelle from Melbourne. How we doing? Wow, the whole life coach. Woo! Has the thunder been going down under in Australia?
Oh, yeah.
Aussie land. Woohoo! You know we're the best, don't you?
It's been
Sorry.
amazing here. Yeah. I can say that.
Well, the last 6 days, well, what can I say? Whole life coach. Whole. Think of a whole, it's not just bits here and there, it's everything. In Melbourne, I ran 2 events with Dr. Gerald Wolf, and a lot of people came up to me and said, oh, look, you know, tell us what it's going to be like, because we're not sure, because you seemed a bit strange. Well, I agree with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, we persevered with it.
It's out of the box. It's out of the box. I don't know if it's weird.
Box, no, but anyway. Okay, so they said, tell us if it's going to be structured and what it's... No, he hasn't really said what it's going to be like. And I go, well, we'll just go with the flow.
Yeah.
What's that?
What is it?
I don't know. Just go with the flow. Just whatever, be present in the day. So I go, oh, but we got to know what's happening. We can get organised. I go, imagine what their life's like. Because I always, yeah,
Stressful, unnecessarily
yeah.
so.
I wake up and go, what's going to happen today? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm open to the divine flow.
yeah, the source. Ooh, God, just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, when you're present with yourself, then you can actually trust that gut feeling rather than overthinking it and getting yourself stuck.
Yeah.
Because so many of us get stuck.
With no poo.
Yeah, that too.
But we got rid of that in the last 6 days. All that stuck emotional stuff. So getting back to the whole life course, it's not structured, but it's the most amazing ability to see things differently. You're in a place that you feel safe, nurtured, with the most incredible unconditional love for everyone and beyond. You've got to come here doing this course throughout the world with an open mind to want to make a change. And, yeah, go on.
And I said, and an open heart.
Yeah.
Just pointing here.
Yeah, open heart. And that's truly the essence of the course. Every day is a new day. We have a sort of know what we're going to do, but we haven't really got to the end of what we were doing yesterday. We focused on that again the next day. So everyone gets it because we're all in it together. Yeah?
Yeah.
So for me, it's been incredible. I've had 36 years of teachings. I started teaching in at 8 years old, and I've always fell into that path of teaching. And I've done lots of courses and blah, 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 blah. But this is it. But it's not it. It's just the beginning. And that's truly incredible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I would highly, highly recommend anyone to do this course and bring your partner along too. I'm going to bring mine along with the ball and chain. No. No, hoping to crack the chain. But, no, seriously, it's the most incredible journey, and I'm going to go right through and get my doctorship and be the world teacher for Australia as well, and have a huge network on my website and bring everyone together, because I was told that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Someone else has done it for you.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
roll with it, right?
Yeah.
And maybe build upon it a little in your own way.
Yeah. Why make hard work, guys? We're not here on this beautiful heaven on earth to work hard. It's supposed to be grace and ease and peace and loving. So, okay. Hi, guys. So, on that note, I hope to see you in Australia, wherever you are around the world, at one of the courses, and I'll be presenting in the near future.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
you will.
Woo. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. My name's Andrea. I'm from Melbourne, and this is actually my second course with Daryl. I actually did Daryl's first course in Mexico, and that was amazing. I went with some lovely friends of mine. We had an absolute ball. And yeah, this course is not your cookie cutter healing course. I can tell you that. It's quite different. I've spent decades doing healing modalities. I've done so many, and I've got so many books on healing, and a whole library full of them. And I remember I was just reflecting then when I was sitting down, and I was thinking about my library and the amount of books I've got. I remember the very first book that I actually saw that I bought on healing was back in the day when we had news agencies, and they'd have a book stand out the front with the latest book to buy. And the book was titled, When Am I Going to Be Happy? And I looked at it and went, when am I going to be happy? What is this all about? So yes, I've spent so long trying to heal, and all of it outside of myself. I've never been able to get there, obviously, because it's always, I'm trying to find something that's going to fix it and what have you. And I came across Daryl about 3 years ago, and I thought, wow, this is different. So for me, I never had that understanding that it's actually your subconscious program that is holding you back from becoming your authentic self and actually loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't heal.
And well, for a lot of people, the loving yourself is uncomfortable.
It is, well, it's unfamiliar. It's very unfamiliar. My program was of unworthiness. I didn't love myself, wasn't good enough, had no confidence. But yes, so since doing the course in February, I'm beginning to love myself for the first time, and I'm chipping it away at it all the time. And I've actually started working as well in doing this work, and I'm loving it. I've always been passionate about health and healing, and now I'm actually working in the field now with Daryl's work. And what I love about Daryl's work too, it's tangible. You have tangible results, and you feel like you're actually progressing with it. You're not just reading a book or doing a course and then going away and just, your subconscious goes back into its old program and you stop. But with this, and Daryl is always, lovingly pushing us to keep going with it because, I don't want to keep. I want to find my authentic self, and I have. I'm blossoming, and I want to be happy. I don't want to live the rest of my life, feeling like crap.
You gotta
Because
keep
that's
growing.
what we do. That's what we do. We just
accept.
survive.
Yeah, we accept this is where it is, but we put that limit there, right?
Yeah,
They're
exactly. Yeah. So for me, my subconscious is always. It's always trying. It's always chipping away, trying to get me back, and it's poke. It does. It pokes. Just in the silliest little things, and just.
And you go, wait a minute. No,
Yeah.
that's not my thought.
Yeah.
I dismiss that.
Yeah. Just with people, you think, not even wanting to show that you're happy, no matter what's going on around you. You think, I feel I shouldn't be showing. Like I've had that experience since I've come back that I shouldn't be showing that I'm happy. Because of circumstances that are happening in my life, I shouldn't show that I'm happy. And it's like, no, I'm happy within myself, no matter what's going on around me. But it's definitely not your cookie cutter course. It's very different. We really get into the subconscious, and that's where it's all about. You have to tap into your subconscious and change your program. Mm-hmm. You have to change your program to be happy, whatever if you've got a great program, that's fine. But most of us don't have a great program. So yes, this is my second course, and I'm enjoying it. It's great.
And you'll be a master soon.
I will be a master. Yes, one more time, I'll be a master. Yes, and I'm loving it. I'm loving treating people, and as I say, it's very tangible, and people, you get results physically and emotionally. That's all.
Amazing.
You're welcome.
Hi, Alicia. My name is Tracy. I'm from South Africa. The first person to do this course from South Africa.
Yeah,
I feel very privileged. But wait, South Africa. I have a vision. We're going to have a Cellsonic and a Medbed. We're going to have this in South Africa because that's where the lion roars the loudest, because the lions come from South Africa. This is my first course here, and I want to go all the way to be a doctor.
You'll do it.
So I'm going to do it because 3, 2, 1, I've got this.
Yeah, you do.
And I just want to say that it's a wild leap into the unknown. But it's the most exciting leap that you can ever make to have this course. And you have to leave the road less traveled, because everything logical, Everything we do is with a logic mind, and this is not from a logic mind, it's from deep within ourselves. It is that gut feeling, that spirit energy, that life force from within us. And I knew that this was the time that we had to come, that I had to be here for this course. And I had some Wolf non-surgical done on here, where I had stage 4 inflammation many years ago, and I was crystallized and blocked. And I was aware, it came out and there was emotion with it. And I was aware that this emotion was stuck emotion from when I was a 5-year-old, and I can't remember a lot of my childhood. I have no idea what it was, but somehow I knew it was something that was released from when I was 5. And I've spent many years working on the traumas and on myself. And you think each time you come to a course, well, this is my first course, but every time I've done a modality or whatever, you're coming from a place of strength. There's always layers, and our healing really does start from within. And until we know ourselves within, we are not able to help anybody. And I used to, in my past, be an air hostess, and they always say you stand up there and you're telling where all the emergency exits are, and you're pulling down this mask, and they always say, put yourself first before you help others. And that's really what this is about. And how come we know that in emergency, but we do not apply that in real life?
Put your own mask on first.
Apply that to our own lives.
Yeah.
Fill ourselves up first, and we don't do that. We think we do, but actually we really don't.
No, we've been trained from young to look for the love and approval outside of ourselves. Where the only approval you need is from within here.
Yeah. And the other thing I've also discovered is we're very much performance-based as a society.
Yeah.
We have to perform.
Yeah, very much.
And if we perform, we get
You get
approval.
a pat on the back.
And if we don't, then you're not good enough.
And it gives you that dopamine hit, right? Like
Yeah.
looking for that, but you can give that to yourself.
Yeah. And I love that this is also brave heart, because I think to embark on this journey of healing for yourself, you really have to have a brave heart. And that is a profound thing.
And have courage,
That's right.
right? It is courage.
Yeah. So I would recommend anybody, if you're on the sideline, just jump in, boots and all. Don't think, don't work it through, just do it.
Yeah, if you're ready for self-growth and you want to take that massive personal action that it takes to get any change, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yeah.
And incidentally, I haven't been able to whistle for about 8 years since I've had this operation. I can whistle. And I had a skew smile, and I don't have a skew smile anymore. It's amazing. Once the swelling goes down, I'm going to rock. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane. Who would have thought I'd be sitting here?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
But you are.
I am. This is my gap year. I turned 70 just prior to getting here. And I decided that it was time to step forward and actually look after myself. I've spent the rest of my life looking after people. Children as a teenager, as a nurse, people, animals. If I wasn't looking after them, then what was the purpose? So when I heard Daryl was coming here, I decided I had to do this. And I felt like I was stepping into a huge void. But I came across him 18 months ago, and my hardest thing was looking in the mirror. I didn't like it. I felt like I was lying every time I looked because I didn't like looking in the mirror. I didn't do it. I didn't like photos taken. I just, wasn't a thing I did. So I practiced the mirror work, and then I found myself going past one day and just looking and going, "You got this, girl. I could look in the mirror and actually say it. But that was fine and dandy till we came to do the mirror work here. Well, it opened me up to what was there. There was a child there screaming to come out. And it broke my heart that I'd ignored her for so long. But this is what society does to us. And I think we all need to be brave hearts and teach our children to love themselves, to not go through life like this. We really can't afford to. They're our next generation. They need to know they're loved. They need to know that they're powerful beyond words. And if we aren't brave hearts and show them, nobody else is going to.
We lead by example.
We do. And us nanas have got to get up there and lead them. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Over the floor.
Hello. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Anisha. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Good. Yeah, I'm good too. Hi, I'm here. I'm honoured to be part of the Braveheart family. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time because it's true healing in the truest form that I know of. I've been searching for a long time. I was blessed enough to have a family that loved me unconditionally. But the one thing this course is teaching me is how much I didn't love myself. I thought that I did on some level, but the course is amazing because it goes deep into what true healing really is on every level. And yeah, it's just a blessing to have found this team of people that actually know the essence of what it is. And because we go through life and through school thinking that that's the way, and then when we find out that it's not, I always knew there was something wrong. I was a bit of a rebel at school and things like that, and so I just knew instinctively that it wasn't right, but I didn't delve deeper into life to find out until I'm nearly 60 now, 59, and it just
in school we're not exactly taught to express ourselves, right?
And the teachers would just say, she's not good enough at maths and things like that, but I proved them wrong and worked in the bank, and
there you go.
So you know what I mean. So you just got to put your best foot forward. But if you get the right training like you do from this course and being part of the Braveheart Nation, and what I'd like to do in the future is be able to help others. Like firstly, when I heal myself, and then I can go home and help my family as well. Then that's when I'd like to further my career and have a business of my own.
Helping people develop emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's really what it is.
Yeah, emotional intelligence and confidence
and how to live the perfect day.
Yeah, how to live the perfect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, even at home now, I'm teaching how to, eat and things like that. But I've got to ramp that up a bit as well.
Because it's a whole process to learn to love yourself more and more.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a team of, I've got a beautiful family at home, and I just want to help everyone that I can, and just show them that unconditional love is the way, and that's exactly
Unconditional love for yourself first and foremost, because that stops the judging out here.
Yeah. But because it's amazing. All right, I'm just so excited that this is the next step for me. Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, I got this.
Anything else?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I guess we saved the best for last.
Louise.
Hello, Alicia.
Hi, Louise.
Hi.
Hi.
So Louise here from Melbourne, actually specifically Williamstown, but travel around all over. And look, I've been on a learning journey for pretty much all of my life, and I guess one of the things that I have said as my motto is explore your life and renew your power, and I guess I want to really honour what Dr. Daryl Wolfe and the team have actually put together is pretty extraordinary, because it's honouring the kinds of values that I truly believe we're here to actually express as beings, as spiritual beings having a human existence. So that's basically where I come from, and my values are actually, I've got highest value is love, and I express love. And what I've realised is that, you know what, I haven't actually sat down and thought about and honoured how I can realise my unconditional love that I have for myself. I know it's a no-brainer, but there you go. We woke up and I thought to myself, there's still lots of opportunities for me to learn about myself, because I'm a mystery to myself, which is really fascinating. So for me, respect goes hand in hand with the unconditional love, and what we're doing here is actually, I call it defragging, deprogramming from basically all the layers upon layers of untruth, okay, across our whole school system. Look, there's beautiful people in the education system. I respect and appreciate that. There's extraordinary people all across the planet, but there are organisations and there's power plays that come into play to actually get the message out that you and I are not enough, that our magnificence isn't allowed to actually shine, and this is what goes on, and that's a reality. And we are programmed to squash our true nature, our spirit nature. And once we honour that, then you know what? We are miraculous beings, and we are here to shine. And what this course, it's not a course, it's actually, how can I put it? It's an energy and a frequency of phenomenal tools and resources to really activate your true nature and bring that forward for the world, your piece of the puzzle. You are a miraculous piece of the puzzle, and don't ever let anybody tell you anything different. It's a miracle here. I mean, we are living on the most extraordinary planet. This planet, and there's still mysteries around this planet. So to think that you're anything less, right?
Than a miracle?
Than a miracle, then really you're kidding yourself. So, and for me, one of the things that I did actually say, there's a number of components that I'm actually doing. So the whole life coaching course, and I'm actually a personal and career coach now. And people out there that might be tuning in will know all the training that I've done with various people across the planet, okay? And I'm still learning, because you know what? We're a work in progress. Every single day I wake up and I go, you know, what else is possible in this planet, and what else do I have to learn, right?
How am I growing today?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm 50, what am I, 58, 59, I can't remember now.
You don't need to remember.
Who cares? Like, who cares what age is just a number, as they say. So,
as young as you feel.
Yeah, that's right. Get over yourself. So just keep moving forward. And I could go on and say, there were 3 components to this course that I want to do, the whole life course, and then there was something called what was it called again? I've forgotten now. The Wolf Non-Surgical. That's right.
Body work. The most
That's right.
restorative body work you will ever experience.
Now this, I said to myself, I don't think that's me. And then when I said that, I thought, hang on a second, you've just said, you've been saying all along, explore your life, renew your power. How do you know if it's not you if you don't give it a go? And so I got curious and I thought, no, I'm jumping in to do that, and I'm going to do the pelvic restoration as well. And look, I didn't know anything too much about anything other than I trusted the man over here, and I trusted his frequency and what he's bringing forward. And when something like this actually, you know, I don't know, activates something in you, you've just got to jump and do it, because, you know, when I say life's too short, it is, because you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow, the next day. So if you don't seize the moment and seize yourself in that moment to shine, then what in hell are you doing here? And I could swear, but I'm keeping it a bit respectful to that. So yeah, so I'm excited. I just think, you know, get freaking excited. It's a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. I mean, you get, you know, it's 24-hour stand-up comedian as well. So, you know, do yourself a favour and just honour yourself, because you've got one life, make the most of it. And that's for every child out there. As a young person, I'm just so passionate about the youth of today, and what has been happening, and really coming from that sense of heart to be your truest self and shine and have fun in the learning process. Bring it on.
Right, so you're helping the youth learn empowerment programs instead of self-limiting programs, which is so
yeah,
abundant out there at this point, right?
Yeah, we don't need any more programs. I'm sorry.
Dysfunctional ones.
Yeah, no,
we don't need any more dysfunctional
That's
ones.
right.
We need empowerment programs, and for us,
Yeah.
the unlearning
Yeah.
of those dysfunctional programs, and just being that, honoring our authentic selves,
That's
right? And in this moment is when self-growth happens. In this moment is when self-healing happens.
Yeah.
Right? And you discover that's where your power is. You become a conscious creator instead of an unconscious one, because there's a foundational law of this place, and it is always working for you. It is always working for you. It's bringing you the dysfunction you witness in your life, or it can bring you the ultimate joy, right? It really, it takes turning that conscious attention there, because it is. And we are, and
That's
I
it.
am.
I am that I am
Yes.
that you are.
Yeah, I am that I am. I am is that power of creation.
Yeah.
You're forever creating for your world.
Yeah, we are. And we are the world. I mean, you know.
We are.
That's it. What else, you know, what else is possible? So I'm looking forward to integrating this as part of my coaching offering for people. So www.infiniteinspiration.com.au, Louise Karamaris, and 0438 033 434. My phone is switched off at the moment, and I won't be taking calls, but by the end of the course I will. Yeah.
You'll get back to everybody's
I've just got to honour myself, and because I know I've been 24/7 accessible to a lot of people at the moment.
So you're taking time for you, and that's
it.
important.
Thanks, Alicia. You're beautiful, darling.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Wrap it up. So the Whole Life Coach course, you heard it from everybody here. It is life-changing when you decide to put yourself first. It is the ultimate self-growth experience, and if you want to learn more, you're going to go to braveheartnation.com or BHN University, because we are a university and a school for higher learning, how to connect to your higher self and truly unleash self-healing and your ultimate self-power. So check it out. We have the Wolf Non-Surgical here starting on August 22nd, and it's going to be absolutely amazing here in Nambucca Heads, close to Coffs Harbour. And then there is the Women's Pelvic Restoration and Disease Prevention Masterclass. That's for all you women out there who are really willing and ready to take the massive personal action to honor and nourish your temple and your ovarian palace, and use that sacred, creative, sexual energy and use it for healing the whole body and honor your authentic you. And then the last courses of the year for New World Practitioner are happening in Bonita Springs, Florida, and that's going to be through the month of October. There's a couple healing circles you can join in on, one being in Calgary from November 30th to December the 3rd, which will be hosted by myself and the lovely Lorraine. You can reach me if you have questions about that at 403-863-3366. I look forward to hearing from you all. And then just remember, your power is right here, right now. 3, 2, 1. You got this.